with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Levis going to the air right away. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That's a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. A collegiate star here in Texas at SMU, it's Eric Dickerson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. And they'll run again. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Eric Dickerson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A first down carry for Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On second down, Dobbs. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Dobbs. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10. Back to throw Dobbs. They set up the screen for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys! Travis Kelce, 36 yards. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Levis sets up the throw here. This one brought in by Jefferson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it, they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
They got the safe completion on 3rd. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. Here's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals' first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Levis looking to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Catch made by Watson on the out route. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Levis to throw it. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw here complete to Kelce. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there. And a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Levis. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Levis. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Levis back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. Travis Kelce. Touchdown. Cowboys. Travis Kelce. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. The game thing's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Levis. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 1st and 10, it's Levis. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Levis to throw once more. That's complete. It's Collins. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Eric Dickerson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Henry up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Dobbs now on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing here, Dobbs. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now 3rd down and very long. Out of the gun, Dobbs. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Okay, ready?
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. One final shot before the half. Here's Levis. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen.
It got his man complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 84 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Levis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1st and 10. Here's Levis. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will...